The King and the Tree Goddess. Long, long ago, there ruled a king over a small kingdom. Once he wanted to build a new palace for himself. He wished that the new palace should be more beautiful than any other palace in the country. He also decided that there should be only a single column in the center of the palace. It should be made of the finest teak and would support the entire building. So the king called his chief minister and said, "Send some men to our forests far and near. Ask them to cut down and bring to the city the biggest and strongest tree they can find." The minister sent out some expert woodcutters in search of a suitable tree. They toured the length and breadth of the kingdom, but in spite of their best efforts, they could not find any. After many days, they returned empty-handed. The leader of the group went to the king and said with folded hands, "Your Majesty, there are many strong and gigantic trees in the kingdom, but we cannot carry or drag them all the way to the capital." "Very well," said the king. "Then go and find a tree, just as big near our capital. Bring it here within 7 days." The woodcutters left again. They searched high and low. After a long time, they saw a giant sal tree that grew not far from the palace. It was a very strong, large and beautiful tree. It would easily serve our purpose, they thought. So the woodcutters decided to cut down the tree. The tree was sacred to the people living in the nearby villages. They worshipped the tree because within it lived the tree goddesses. When they came to know that the woodcutters would cut the tree, they became sad. They came with garlands, lamps and bands and worshipped the tree goddesses. Then they begged the woodcutters not to cut the tree. The woodcutters were rural people. They also believed what the local villagers had told them about the tree. But they were helpless as they had to carry out the king's order. They also offered their prayers to the tree goddesses and then begged her to leave the tree. Their leader informed that they would come after 7 days to cut down the tree. The tree goddess realized what was going to happen. She remained quiet as a resting breeze for a few moments, and then all her leaves began to whisper, "Shit, shit. Our fall will crush all the little sal trees that have grown and lived under our protection. We do not care for ourselves, but for the children's sake, we wish that the king should take back his order." The tree goddess also became restless. "It must not be allowed. I must visit the king and request him to change his mind," she thought. That night, while the king was fast asleep, a shining figure appeared to him in his dream. It spoke to him in a very soft voice, "O king, I am the goddess of the sal tree. Today I learnt of your plan to cut me down, so I have come to you with the request to change your mind." "No, no, I cannot do that," answered the king. "Yours is the only tree nearest to the palace. It is the only tree which is strong enough to support the column for my new palace. Therefore I must have it." "O king," said the goddess, "for thousands of years the people of the surrounding villages have worshipped me. Many birds and animals have built their nests on my branches. People come and sit under my cool shade to get rid of the scorching sun. Please think of them and spare me." "I agree," said the king. "I agree to all this, the goddess of the tree, but I cannot spare you. I cannot change my mind." The tree goddess remained silent for a moment and then spoke again. "Then, O mighty king, do me one favor. Please ask your men to fell me in 3 parts. First cut away the green parts. Next cut my middle with its 100 strong arms and hands. Last of all, cut down my trunk." "What a strange request," said the king. "I have never heard of anyone who wished to suffer 3 times. My family has grown around me. Dozens of young sal trees have sprung around me. They depend on me for shade. If you cut me with one mighty stroke, My weight would certainly crush all my children to death. But if I suffer the stroke 3 times and fall in 3 pieces, some of the little ones might survive." The king remained silent for a long time. What a great sacrifice, he thought. "Do you grant my prayer?" The tree goddess broke the silence. "Yes, I do," said the king. "Thank you, O king," said the tree goddess, and slowly the figure faded away. Next morning, the king called the chief minister and the leader of the woodcutters. He said to them, "I have changed my mind. The column for the new palace should be built of stone, not of wood." "But what made you change your decision?" they asked in surprise. "Because a very noble goddess lives in that tree," he said. Then he told them about his dream.